And cue the fire. These guys are really heavy, and I have a question for you. This one, I asked her about this math question over here. She has no clue. How about this guy? Do you know how to answer that math question? Yeah? Okay, what is it? Where do you want Papa Bravo to take you?
To Disneyland.
Okay, off to Disneyland we go. Anywhere else?
To Magic Mountain.
Okay, we can do that too. If you're wondering why I'm all dressed up, we're doing early 2 days of stuff in the turkey. We have a bounce house. We have balls. Come on over. But before you do, answer this question and tell me how my grandkids, how are they going to survive? This is right now. And by the way, in this video, I'm going to show you things that's going to spin your head 12 times to Monday. I used to teach this in high school. I'd have all the kids, you'd have budgets and, oh, you want to move out? Yeah, right? You can't stand your parents. Be out on your own, handle your business. This is what you need to make right now. An average apartment in the United States of America is $3,000 a month. Whenever you apply, you need 3x that. Otherwise, they are not going to allow you to take residence. So that would be 3,000 times 3 is 9,000. And the kids would be like, okay, 9,000. I got to make 9,000 a month. Well, yes, you do, Jimmy. But let's times that by 12, just so you know. You know, if you go into that job during the interview, they're like, how much do you know? You're like, I need $108,000 just to survive. Now, this is my question. This is the average salary, $51,000. Just that. Right now, happy Thanksgiving. Feast or financial burden. Survey reveals Thanksgiving costs nearly $1,000 per you. Problem number 2, 70% of Americans are now living below the poverty line. Problem number 3, which goes back to that $1,000 you're going to spend this Thanksgiving, you don't even have it. No one does. Most Americans can't even afford a $1,000 emergency expense. So my question to you is, and explain this to my grandkids, my kids, your kids, how is anyone going to survive? And is my mantra that I've been preaching for decades, start business, trade equities, then have AI trade it for you, is that still in play? This at the same time, and I said this to you yesterday, the middle class is going to be decimated, gone. And I'm not just, doom and gloom. No, this is mathematically what has happened, is happening, and will happen. So if you think you're going to cut it with your $50,000 a year job, your $100,000 a year job, you're not. Even looking at this, 150, you need to be greater than 150 and going higher. And as this article says, the U.S. middle class is and will disappear. And why is this happening? You're in a debt-based system, and you're going to have to pay more and more and lose more purchasing power every day. The rich gets richer, the middle class is gone, and now everyone's freaking out about $4 French fries, and then $8 French fries, and then $16 French fries. And oh my gosh, I can't believe how much that house is. Like what I said in yesterday's video, it's an asset. That's what the rich collect. They need to collect assets so they can pass on taxes or defer or delay or whatever you want to say. Then I got some heat in yesterday's video. It seems to be like the going theme here. I said, either be poor and don't do a thing, or be rich. There is nothing in the middle, because that's where the government comes after. It is not the rich nor the poor that pays for that. That $329,000 is going to come out right out of that doctor's paycheck. Oh, and by the way, this tax revenue, worst ever. And let me just fact check myself. This was the biggest October deficit on record, surpassing even the 2020. This is the COVID. Look at the red line above my head. We win. We spend, and we have nothing in return. And that is what happens. So again, going back to my main question, one, what are you going to do? I'm just going to pay the $329,000. And how do we solve this? Oh, we're going to have a new president, and we're going to have this thing called Doge. And then we're going to do away with taxes. We're going to have tariffs and then no income tax. It's going to be gone. Then I come to you and say, I think they're lying to you. Kind of like when they lie to you about the economy. Oh, everyone has jobs. Everything's great. Disregard that ADP report, private payrolls Losses accelerated in the past 4 weeks. Now, that's weird. How about in the United States? How about those foreclosure rates? Yeah, surged 32% this year. I know what you could have those kids do, grow up and become realtors. Are you aware that 75%, I'm rounding because I don't think this year is going to get any better, not a single transaction. And in regards to housing inventory, how's that looking? Wow. What's your problem? Why can't you sell anything? We went from 2,000, this is 2,000 active listings. Couldn't sell one then. At 12,000, you still can't sell one. And then to come full circle, we are in what is called a doom loop. And you also need to be very careful because I'm telling you, buy assets, but you need to use your noggin. That's like trading equities. When I say trade equities, you're like, oh, here I go, I'm trading them. No, you need to buy low, sell high. And if you're like, but I don't know how to do that, well then have AI do it for you. Oh, it looks like Juan just signed up. Also, we're having server overload. Yay. And the people at Chart Prime are like, why don't we do this? I was actually in a meeting. This was live. I was recording it. See digits go up. Look at that. It's in a trade of Apple, Alibaba, Uber, all up. What are we up? That 1,144, 46. Look at that. But during the conversation I was having with Chart Prime, the closed caption, I recorded it, and they were just talking like, what? Just throw millions at this. All of our digits go up. You don't have to sell it on YouTube. Great. And then I'm like, but I promised. And if you've ever worked with AI, you're going to go, wow, I can't believe that. Imagine putting that towards your portfolio. And that's what we're all doing. We're like, I can't believe it. It's like winning a lottery ticket and going like, I don't got to go to work. We're also saying, no, let's remove the bundles. Let's raise the price. And I'm like, give them one more minute. I could show you trade after trade. This was Bitcoin up, is that 248? That's 248%. But you see it started here. Oh, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's up. You see? You also have to let it run. Here's arrow, up 404%. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, right? It keeps going. And it really goes up. How about cake? What are we up? 387%. That's a good one. Also, don't freak out when you're like, oh my gosh, it can never go down. Also, some of you may get into a trade here and it goes down. You're like, okay, wait, I'm confused. Please do not manually grab the wheel. Also, if you look at the price and go, oh my gosh, it costs money. Think about this. If it costs me $2 a day for an ATM, but it generates me $100, do you think I'm focusing on the $2? Also, if you're like, I'm going to have it trade $1 and then the next day it's up to $2, you're like, all I made was $1. Yeah, but I just made $1 million. They are also telling me they're removing the bundles. They're raising the prices. I'm warning you, this is not my company, but I use this company to generate wealth. If you click the link in the description, you will never get a better offer. Actually, this is called Insane Offer. And I
tired of watching perfect setups fly by while you're stuck at work, asleep, or just living your life?
Yes. Cannot tell you how many times, which this was me this morning. I missed the run. Sorry, family. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait for the pullback. Also, you get with the Chart Prime, you pick the biggest package, the amount of money that you save, and you get everything. What are the eyes? That's actually whale sighting. You'll get a note. You can turn it on, get a notification on your phone that we're having a big run. Get ready for a reversal. And then you could pull out your phone, which I did, and I waited. And then it did exactly what I thought it would do. I put in a short. I put in, and also you get that too, with all the indicators. You guys get everything that I've worked all year on, chick magnet, and I made money going down. Ta-da! While AI was doing it too. So as you can see, there's nothing else because I took a screenshot. That's where I exited. While AI was generating money in the back end too. Again, I come here every single day. I will find any way, shape, or form to help you survive. You're welcome. But if you do not listen to me, I can't help. When I tell you ahead of time, all these things are going up, and you poo-poo me, oh, hey, look, misery up 37%. So get something today, right now. Click the button so you can have those digits fix these digits that go up, or do nothing. Okay. And then complain about how everything goes up. And you're not solving it, Stan. Always complaining to me, I don't have time. I just solved it. Then I hear in your comments section, I don't have debt. I own my house free and clear. And I'm like, no, you don't. Someone just sent me this. I talked about property tax. It was like 30 grand. And I'm like, is this just for 6 months? I got to pay 60 grand on property taxes. Wahoo! This guy's complaining, Yeah, 16,404. Guess what? It went up by 7%. Your income has to go up at least, I would say, 10% a year just to keep up. If you're not at that $140,000 a year, you got a lot of making up to do. But again, I did not create this system. It's a debt-based system. Your money is debt. It is not gold. It is not silver. It is not Bitcoin. It is debt. It is created out of thin air. It does not exist, and it comes with interest. So governments are going to come after you for it. Everything goes up. Why is this? Because you have a government that prints debt. Real estate property manager says property taxes are so high in New York, you're going to, one, have to leave. Two, they're going to keep going for you, even after raising rents. Do you see what? See, now I'm showing you where this all begins. Again, it begins in a debt-based system, but as you can kind of like pan out and see, like, how does this happen? Even after raising rents to $3,200, right? Horrible landlord. How dare you? Per month, he only nets $500. And if you're like, well, that's good, $500. Yes, but he is a business owner and he takes his money, let's say 10 million. What would you do with it? Well, I wouldn't. I don't know. You see, he puts it at risk, and with risk, there should be a return, and it's capitalism. And in New York, it's gone. But listen to what he's saying.
Over 100 buildings I own. I have buildings all over the place. I built three families in Red Hook, right? Yeah. Brand new 3 families. And I finished the building. I got the tax bill, $26,000. Okay. Here I am 5 years later. It's $40,000 a building. 3 family. So I had to raise the rents to $3,200 because I have an apartment and a half just for the taxes and the water bill. The other apartment and a half, remember it's 3, pays the mortgage and pays the insurance. Okay. I net $500 on each brand new building. That's not business. It's a disaster.
No, it's not.
And I'll give you one more. I got a building that I first started in Bay Ridge, 20 family house, right? I renovated it. Yes, I fixed it up and I made it still affordable. When I first bought the building, it was $32,000. 5 years later, it's $78,000.
Now you see the urgency of getting out of the middle class as fast as humanly possible when you have a system like this, and the government is going. It can't survive. Business owners, it just depends on which ones you are, can't survive. They're passing it down to whom? The middle class. We can't survive. No one can survive except for somewhere between the 0% and 1%. Even talking about the government. Look at this. 4 fingers. 1 finger, 24 cents out of every dollar in collected taxes just goes to the interest. So that means the government needs to make a lot more money, which they're not, so they're gonna get it from you. And they do other things like create bonds and have debt and deficits, and they can't survive. And then your prices go up and you're like, why are prices going up? Which then gets me back to the doom loop that we are currently in. And it either A, ends in complete dumpster fire disaster. Like 1929 is going to be nothing. To make $108,000 a year just to barely survive, that's right now. Wait until the 50 trillion yen carry trade. See, they're already in the corner. They don't know what to do. Print their way out of this. Everyone gets stimmies, in hyperinflation, like it's all going. It will take Bitcoin, treasuries, you name it. It's all going. And I know what you're saying, but the market's up today. The market's up today. The market's up today. The market's up today. Want to know what else is up today? Unemployment. And this is 100% accurate. This is the never wrong indicator. I'm currently in the way. I will Casper myself, but as you can see, here, boom, 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 every single time. Never wrong indicator. Right here. We is here. We is here. We are also in a recession, which then I have to ask you, how are we getting out of this? You know what I'll do? I'll just go all in on Bitcoin right now. Do you guys see these green? Sorry, because I'm not an investor. I'm a trader. You go through these cycles. In 2018, do you see the green? That's where the bear market started. Do you see 2022? This is where the bear market starts. Oh, look at that. You guys want to know where you're currently at? Yeah, and everyone's like, oh no, it hasn't even started yet. Bull market, altcoins, everyone's still piling in. You guys, people are gonna get caught on the bounces. Oh, this is it. That was the bottom. Only if they understood trend lines. This is the altcoins. You guys are, yep, the Shat coins. That's it. Game's over. So bad, Vitalik is actually dumping Ethereum. Look at that. Well, you can't prove it. Okay. Maybe that's just a fake account. It is years of holding and now it's going directly to some safe. What's going on? I don't know. We'll see. That's not a good indicator or a good sign. Actually, it's a good indicator. That's a bad sign. And if you think it's bad now, it's going to get worse as all those big layoff announcements aren't showing up yet. And the jobs claims, they just dropped to 7th month low. That coupled with that AI thing where y'all going to lose your job. AI could replace 40% of American jobs. Actually, there's reports 90%. Currently, I think we're at about, it's already replaced 15%. And that is why you see the confidence of Americans at an all-time low. Please do not add fuel to the fire, ladies and gentlemen, when people are out there, when you're like, just go get a job. They can't, they're trying. This article says applying to a job in 2025 is the statistical equivalent of hurling your resume into a black hole. This is from Business Insider. This isn't just some random X post. You have a 0% chance. I actually just watched a video of this guy applied to 10 million plus jobs.
I think I applied to every single job.
And I'll zoom to the end for you. There was out of 10 million, there was three offers received. One of them was a scam, and he accepted one. You have which is great. So this guy has a 10.5 million to 1. It ain't easy. This at a time that layoffs are at crisis levels. The layoffs are just insurmountable. There have been one with a lot of commas, cuts. Another way to look at that, it's basically the worst since the great financial crisis. And we're just eating up. Man, people on the sidelines must be really upset as we now have Fed rate cuts, as the stock market is at all record highs. Hey, I wonder what's the solution? What's the solution here? What's the solution we can give our grandkids? Oh, I know, I can actually, how about if I gift my grandkids this? I get them the Chart Prime with the AI that trades my strategies. I don't have to do anything. Every day they're like, thanks, Papa, bravo. Hey, everyone, before they raise prices, remove things, or like just take it all for themselves, please click the link in the button. Scratch that, click the link in the description. See, I need AI actually to help me click. So that way you can 91%, 75%. Try it. I mean, I want you doing this so bad, I'm not even offering anything on my course. I would have to say that is a first in 7 years. That is how important this is. Trust me, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.